I tried to pick the most difficult problem I could find, so that way I could make a little video about it. Hopefully it will help you. On this particular one, we've got quite a bit to do here. I've got this top I need to pull something out of. I need to factor something out of it. I need to factor the bottom. Over here I need to factor the bottom and the top both. And I've got this division sign in between it. So this one gets really, really complicated. So let's practice it. Now this is equal. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to take it one step at a time, and I'm going to focus on this one first. And up top here I know that I've got a 9n plus 72. So I know that these share a common factor of 9. I can take a 9 out of this one and a 9 out of the second one as well, out of the 72. So that would be 9 times n plus 8 all over. Now on this bottom one here, I've got to factor out two numbers multiplied together give me 18, but when you add them together give you 9. So that would be 6 and 3. So that would be n plus 6 times n plus 3. Oops. Okay, now this is a division symbol here, which means that I'm going to go same, change that sign, and then flip these two around. So I'm going to do that flip right now. So this changes it to multiplication. Okay, now on this one, I'm going to flip these, so I'm going to do this top, and I'm going to write it down here on bottom. I know that this top one has a 9 I can factor out of it, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go 9 times the quantity n plus 7. Okay, now on this one right here is going to end up right up here up top. I've got to factor this one. Two numbers that multiply together to give me 42, but when you add them give me 7, would be 6 and 7. So that would be n plus 6 times n plus 7. Okay, now this is all multiplication, so I'm going to rewrite all of this. And let's see if I can write it just a little bit bigger, make it a little bit clearer. So that's going to give me 9 times n plus 8 times n plus 6 times n plus 7 all over n plus 6 times n plus 3 times 9 times n plus 7. When you're working through these, I encourage you just to take your time, do each step. You'll notice all along here I'm doing several steps. I don't try to skip anything. This expression right here is a pretty big one, okay, and it would be too confusing if you try to do it all in your head. So now what I'm looking for here are common factors on the top and bottom. I see an n plus 6 here and an n plus 6 here. I can cross both of those off. I see an n plus 7 here and an n plus 7 here. I can end up crossing those, and I see some 9. So let's start doing that. I've got a 9 on top and a 9 on bottom. I'm going to cross those two off. Okay, then I've got an n plus 6 on top and bottom. I'm going to cross those off, and an n plus 7. The only thing I'm really left with here is I've got an n plus 8 and an n plus 3. So now I'll write my answer. Those two can't be reduced at all. So now I've got an n plus 8 over n plus 3. And that is my answer on this one. So it's a pretty complicated problem, but as long as you go slow and take your time, you'll be okay.